Nigeria workable by not just looking at it straight-facedly and think that things are okay.
Okay. Let's get on to the final story now. And finally, this week, the National Judicial Council, NJC, at its 106th meeting, recommended Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun to President Bola Tinubu for appointment as the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN. The recommendation of the NJC is coming as a current CJN, Justice Kekere-Ekun, prepares to bow out of office on 22nd of August after attaining the official age of 70. The council also recommended 28 candidates for appointment as judges of states' courts and candidate for appointment as Kadi of the Sharia Court of the FCT Abuja. All right, Justice General. Now, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, if considered for the position, would be the second female justice to assume that position now in our long history. Now, after Justice Aloma Mukhtar. Yes. Now, what a way to fine-tune the narrative of the female inclusion in top government positions. How do you react to this?
For me, I think it's still not enough.
Okay.
I don't think we are getting there fast enough.
Okay.
Even though the way to populate the bench, the judiciary, especially the ranking part of the bench, is not. It is something that is a marathon, because Justice Kekere-Ekun would have known that it's possible for her to become CJN on this 22nd of August 2024 only as far back as 2013. So it's always a long game. It's not something that if we're going to have another Chief Justice as a female, it's something we have to plan 10 years ahead, because it is only marked by seniority. She is only there now because she is the next senior ranking justice to the Chief Justice of Nigeria. So I think we need to do better in the judiciary. Again, from my own law class, it was almost two ladies to a male, two female to a male. I learned that in the present law classes, which is more than a decade now, it is exactly two ladies to a male. So if they are deliberately now elevated to probably the bench or some other corridors of power or authority, then at the end of the day, we will have a situation where the ceiling is actually crashed for female and male too, not just because of gender affirmation, but actually as a matter of normal course of events, for them to be able to also take equal share when it comes to power.
All right, I can fast very quickly. Now, she's about 66 now, and she would have approximately 4 years to carry out her duty. Now, what would you be hoping to see under her reign in the next 4 years if considered for the position?
Justice just made a point, and I'm not sure she's next ranking, so it's not as if she just got catapulted in there. I want to close that by saying that I believe her pedigree, being the daughter of HAB Fashion and some of the things that he has had to achieve are telling, as good as what any male could have achieved. So what am I expecting? I'll pause.
Okay.
Just like I'm going to tell whoever is the president of Nigeria. Okay? It's not a birthright. It's a time to work.
Okay.
Justice Kekere-Ekun must understand that the PhD syndrome will always be there. Okay? The moral standing and all that. People want to go and open cans of worms. And in my dealing, trying to throw up women in the private sector, truth is, women will tell you that they have to work 2 times
more
because of our cultural affinities.
Okay.
And these are women that beat us silly in class, academically, morally, and that is the truth. So what do I expect? I expect Mrs. Kekere-Ekun to recognize the fact that she's carrying a load on her shoulder. Again, an opportunity has arisen for women. Yes, we are looking at the Court of Justice. We've had women who fell on banana peel. Another opportunity has come, and she must raise her head very high. I think one of the things she should do to instill the kind of confidence that we would like to see is get back to that Justice Wise report. A lot of progress has been made.
Okay.
Can we institutionalize that? And then I'm going to say something now that my time will not permit us to say, because I know we want to query it. And what is it? Mrs. Justice Kekere-Ekun is coming at a time where we have our anthem, different tribes and different tongues. We may be different or all that. She must avoid a situation where she'll be looking just on one side. They say, I think they said a coin has
2 sides.
3 sides.
3 sides, yes.
A, B, and the side. You see, that thin side that it has can make you fall. Rather than call, having said that, female folks.
Okay.
This is another chance for women to prove their mettle.
Okay.
It is not possible for Mrs. Kekere-Ekun. She's human.
Right.
She will climb on the shoulder of what I'd like to call giant. And I like to say, congratulations to our female folks. She makes a success of this. She's going to stay, she's 66 now. I mean, 4 years.
She's going to set a very good precedent.
Put structures in place. Look straight into the president or the presidency and stand on the side of truth. Let that blindfold, really be blindfold, but be conscious of the fact that all eyes are looking at you. I wish her well. I wish her well. Again, I wish her Godspeed.
All right,
if she eventually is...
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Now, before we go finally, in a few seconds, right? Now, recommendations for 27 other judges as state high courts in a meeting. Now, are we finally going to be saying goodbye to cases piling up in courts now?
No, not today. this doesn't make a dent. It doesn't make a dent until, just like I've always recommended, until we make the Court of Appeal the final court of the land, and just allow the Supreme Court have the option of picking which cases from the Court of Appeal it wants to reconsider, just like the United States.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. All right, Justice Ojeno is, of course, is a lawyer and a legal practitioner. It's always good to have you.
Thank you.
And, of course, Akin Fatunke, brilliant and very, very, enthusiastic individual, policy analyst and communications consultant. Thank you so much for making it on the show today.
Thank you for having me. Nigeria is going to be great. Amen. We are going to make it great.
Thank you so much. And that's our show for today. Remember, you can follow the conversation on our social media platforms at TVC News NG or on our website at tvcnews.tv. I am Marco Tabo. Until next week, bye.